Well, who stole whose votes in Kawempe North by-election? This is a question that every Ugandan is asking himself or herself. Who stole whose votes in Kawempe? Because the NUP, they are accusing NRM for vote rigging, for stealing their votes. The NRM, they are accusing NUP for vote rigging. And of course, the NUP president, of course, recently released the statement that the government is no longer so shameful to the extent of claiming that we rigged an election, we rigged the election of Kawempe by election by the intimidation, the arrest of journalists, the arrest of NUP members, the way the ballot stuffing, the destroying of ballot boxes and ballot equipments in the places of places like Kaza, Angola, and all kinds of violence, the arrests of the JAT deployment, the security deployment in these areas. They were all showing that they were all intimidating the voters, and most actually, when you look at the voter turnout, it was really not good, and because people feared most to vote. And these are the grounds where the NUP says NRM, they actually stole their votes. Even looked at the extent of saying, they reached at the extent of saying, you know what, you are even adding yourself votes that you never got, altering DR forms. This is all according to the NUP, the NUP party. And Nalukola speaking today, I saw Nalukola very formidable, very strong, saying this time around, actually made a very powerful statement today, saying, please, whoever is thinking of fighting Nalukola's victory in the courts of law, please get prepared for that. And we are ready. That's what Nalukola was saying, that the party is very, very ready to fight for the victory. It's actually very ready. I said, no, I have a lot of tactics that I have not yet released to the public. I will now deploy some of these people, they will now come to know who Nalukola is. That Nalukola vowed to defeat. Nalukola vowed to defeat the NRM in case they attempt to go to courts of law. And even the NUP, even when you look at the Secretary General, David Lewis said, this is the Secretary General of NUP, said NUP has evidence. They have evidence that NRM rigged the election. They have sufficient evidence. Secretary General David Lewis said, no, let them go to courts of law, and we will also challenge them, and we will win them. We will win them in courts of law because we have sufficient evidence. And of course, we saw the statements, of course, in some videos. They have been sharing videos what happened in the Kawempe by-election as a party. And of course, today we paraded a number of people who were brutally arrested, the likes of Member of Parliament, Kayemba Godfrey Solo, Chiyaga, Hilary Chiyaga. This is Dr. Hilderman. Of course, we saw this musician, Mayor Chengera Town Council. That is Sir Matthias Walukaga, and many NUP members who were brutally arrested and injured in the concluded Kawempe by-election. They were all paraded today, and of course the party vowed, the leader of opposition, Joe Sonyo, said, no, this is the time now to do counterweight what was done in Kawempe if we are to really get freedom. So, of course, the president of Uganda, General Museveni, also the retired general, via his Twitter handle, made a statement after being briefed by the NRM members, the top organ, that is SEC. Remember the Central Executive Committee, of course, this is also held by the chairman, the chairman of this SEC committee. They were State House and they released the statement about the Kawempe North by-election. Of course, SEC, they came up with they resolved that they have to go ahead and instruct their lawyers so that they can file a case in court of the Kawempe North vote rigging. That's NRM. And of course, they cited a number of things like over 50,000 people never turned up to vote, 50,000 voters never turned up to vote. And of course, this really, according to NRM, they affected their rights to they affected these voters to exercise their rights. And also NUP, they are also blaming the NRM the same thing, like the vote intimidation, the arrest, the torture, and a number of things, the violence there, which really was showcased by the party, by the government, the security agencies. I think they all feared maybe to vote, fearing that there will be some chaos at these polling stations. But so the NRM, they're using the same grounds that because of violence that took place in Kawempe, most people feared to vote for the NRM candidate. And we have seen the NRM party chairman, that's General Museveni, of course, I've told you, releasing a statement about the Kawempe North by-election. The NRM chairman says, I feel Ugandan, especially the Bazokuru, greetings. Want to go to the statement here. Yes, of course, also we saw, by the way, Dembe FM getting closed over the Kawempe North by election. Yeah. So, according to President Museveni says, fellow Ugandan, especially the Bazukulu, greetings. It's good that we are getting the rains after a very hot season. Stop damaging the environment, please, wherever you are. This piece, I'm writing to inform you that the electoral and the criminal investigation have started in the Kawempe North by-election. The following allegations have come up: ballot papers, stuffing, altering results, destroying ballot boxes in the Kazu Angola Mbogo Mosque zone, etc. Because apparently some people did not want those votes to be counted. Campaigning at the polling stations, intimidation, violence, etc. And the heavy deployment of security forces may have stopped mass violence, but it could not stop these micro crimes that should have been managed by the election officials. Some people really miscalculate to think that you can commit such crimes against the law and the people when the NRM is in charge of the country is the highest form of shallowness. We shall hold everybody responsible, accountable. Buli omu yenyigira mu kalo ke Kawempe n'envuye gy'abaamu will be responsible. Those intimidating NRM supporters, we shall hold everybody responsible, accountable. Those who intimidate NRM supporters must stop and apologize to those you intimidate. Those of the language yemwe abatusibyeko NRM must stop. Respect the Ugandans' choices. This is the president. Ballot stuffing has been going on since 1961. That is how Uganda ended up being unstable. Leaders do not concentrate on solving people's problems because they know they can cheat and be in power whether the people support them or not. This will stop. This is the president. This will what? This will stop. That is why we are insisting on only biometric verification. nobody else who is not biometrically verified will vote. Akaluke tugenda mu kulonda kagenda kuba ka byuma. Teekawo ekinkumu wali, then n'olondesa digital. Tugenda mu biometrically verified will vote. Nga ekyuma ekiwanga ekyuma bwe kigaana okukwata tolonda. This is the president. This is what he is insisting. I hope all the Ugandans who want peace will support this. It must be one person, one vote. Somebody was arrested with 18 ballot papers. 18 ballot papers. The NRM people must not involve themselves in cheating by saying that the opposition is doing it. They must also do it. Work to crush that disenfranchisement of the Ugandan people. That is why the NRM went to the bush. I've heard people talking about the harsh messages by some security elements, especially against the journalists. We are studying this. However, the original question should be why should the UPDF and JAD have to be deployed in crowd management? Uganda is like an island of peace in the region. Uganda is like an island of peace in the region. Why? It is because of the UPDF. They have enough work fighting ADF, the cattle rustlers in Karamoja, Konyi in Central African Republic, Al-Shabaab in Somalia, etc. There, they shoot to kill. That is why nightclub goers can dance the whole night in peace. Why then do they get diverted to deal with crowds? Why then? It is because of the indiscipline of some opposition groups who organized the Kabaka riots of September 10th to 12th, 2009, who organized the 2020 riots of the November 18th to 20th, where people were killed. NRM women were undressed. Policemen were attacked. Where was the army in all of that? I deployed the commandos on the 20th of November and they crushed the insurrection. Who organized the Panga groups in Masaka? Who destroyed the ballot boxes of 50 polling stations out of the 187 polling stations in Kawempe North? You have been inviting the NRM to attend to you. We shall do exactly that. The mistakes the soldiers may do could be on the account of preparing for those non-lethal roles when they are diverted from their work of fighting on account of indiscipline of some actors. These are the criminal mistakes of the opposition. However, there are also organizational mistakes on the NRM side, especially not working collectively and reaching the wananchi. Investigations will show us who destroyed the ballot paper boxes at Kazo, Angola, Mbogo Center, etc. and why. Could it be because of the big support the NRM has there? Because of the anti-poverty programs in the area? SEC is addressing those mistakes. We had a meeting on Friday last. Signed, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, President of the Republic of Uganda. So, we are, according to this party, they are all accusing each other. You stole my votes. You stole my votes. NRM, we're heading to court. NUP. We have evidence of interrupting the electoral process in Kawempe and vote rigging in Kawempe, altering of DRR forms in Kawempe. We have that evidence. The president says whoever was involved in all the chaos, the vote rigging and the electoral practice in Kawempe will be held accountable. I have not said anybody, even the president not mentioned in maybe the officers or what, but whoever, or the wananchi, whoever was involved in this process will be held accountable. So ahead of 2026 elections, those are the acquisitions we have for today. And of course, if you find this video very informative, feel free to share and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching CTV. And of course, we'll be back here with another informative content. Thank you for being part of CTV. See you in the next video.
Nayo isatisa abantu tugenda kukuba muntu yenna era abagezako Kampala bamanyi ekyabatuukako tokkirizibwa wadde okunkanga obukanzi oba okuneewerera engeri gye balonda abantu abatalina makulu be bali eyo be balonda mu kalulu akayita ate abakulembeza abandi badde bayamba tekuli n'omu.
I hope they get to realize what exactly they are paying for, what they are sponsoring: genocide, murder, oppression, dictatorship.
By this statement of the president, I actually think the president is now the patron of corruption in Uganda.
Madam Speaker, if we don't take care of these boys and we think because they don't get pregnant, therefore they cannot be spoiled, we are not going to have responsible men leading homes. And therefore this government must invest now.
That yes, we have seen the message, but it is the Honorable Ntabazi who sent it to you. She just confirmed, and now we're here.